Good morning, it's Leanne Peters here. I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook and Temple of Balance on YouTube, and I'm here to create a space of healing and support that hopefully will support you at this time. So welcome. So while you're coming over, I want to send out a big extra special welcome to my Temple of Balance patrons, my Pillar of Light family, and all of those of you who support my work through my website. Thank you so much for your support. So I'm coming to you live from Tasmania, Australia, where it is Friday the 18th of November here, and the time is 7:41 a.m. So it's beautiful. It's so clear and sunny and calm. And it's been, probably a week since we had weather like this, which is quite rare these last couple of months. It's been very, very, very wet. So everything's growing beautifully, including the weeds, but it's all good. So what my plan is that shortly I'm going to pull a healing energy card, and I'll talk about that a bit in relation to the current energy. And then I will play my singing bowl, and then I'll pull another card to go. So I'll be here for about 15-ish minutes. So I trust you can hear me loud and clear, and thank you for joining me today. So let's get started. We'll pull a card for now, a healing energy card. So I'm just asking the cards to show us, the majority of us connecting now or later to the replay, what do we need to know now? What's the best card for the majority of us for now? So the best card is this here, and it's this. Okay, it's card 93, and it's called One Step at a Time. It's in the action category here, and down here it says, find your steady pace. Take your time. Get through your day. Focus on what you need to survive. Work together with others. Simplify and do what you can. So there is a feeling here of just getting through our day one step at a time. Maybe also back to that prioritizing kind of space that I talked about a couple of days ago in the video reading for this particular week, is this sense of noticing what we've got to do and prioritizing things. So what's highest on priority, what's not so high on priority, and take action accordingly. So I feel a connection here with this as well, and working together with others, but also working together with ourselves. And this has been a bit of a tricky one that I've noticed in these last few days, is this sense of impatience and agitation with self, maybe because there are other things we want to do. And this is another interesting thing at the moment, is like we might want to be doing this and we might want to be doing that, but we have to do this and we have to do that. And in some ways they feel miles away from what we have to do compared to what we want to do. And we have to do what's priority at the time. And sometimes we go through stages where we just have to do what's priority, and what we have to do at that time is not necessarily what we want to do. And we've just got to sort of get through it, don't we? We've just got to patiently walk that path and get that task done, or those tasks done, so we can tie up what has to be done, and that will give us the time and the attention that we need to focus on what we want to do. So it could be too that we might be transitioning over to, maybe you're transitioning over from doing what has to be done to doing what you want to do, and maybe that's a new feeling for you. So maybe you're also just making a little bit of time each day, it could be half an hour, to focus on what you want. So keeping what we want alive, keeping the flame alight within us, even if our attention has to be on other things right now. So that's that's what's coming through today. I trust that makes sense to you. Good morning, everyone. Nice to see I've got some viewers here. As you can see, Facebook's majorly suppressing videos, and that really affects my the support that I receive as well, because when social media is suppressed and people are suppressed, they don't come to the website, and that also affects our sales. So if you haven't been to our website for a while or supported my work for a while or before, then please go over to my website and check it out if you're interested, because I need your support to be able to stay here. But it's nice to see at least some of you are here. So welcome Marjorie and Carrie and Lacey's here, and Pamela. Hi Joe and Yanai and Belinda and Janet. Thanks for being here today. So are you finding yourself having to take one step at a time? Are you finding that there is maybe an imbalance in your mind between what you want to be doing and what you have to do? And maybe you're really dragging your feet on what has to be done. The things that are top priority right now might not be that thrilling or exciting to be focusing on. So I would like to, as I'm playing the singing bowl, help draw us back into our body, get out of our head, into our body, and do the things that need to be done. Because the sooner we can get those things done, the sooner we can focus on what we want to focus on. And that's the part that I know for me in some aspects, not all the time, but sometimes at the moment, I'm feeling like I'm doing what has to be done, which is mainly continuing to tile our floor, which is going on much longer than I hoped. And then our washing machine, I finally got our washing machine back into position so I could wash our clothes again, and our washing machine died. So I had to run up to the shop yesterday and get a new washing machine, because we've got a massive backlog of clothes and towels and things that were mopping up the flood, but we had no washing machine to wash things. So it's just one of these interesting, strange, not so pleasant times where we just have to focus on these other things. So it's interesting, while we're focusing on these, our mind and our heart, all it wants to do is do what we want to do, the things that bring us joy, the things that uplift us. But there are mundane things and high priority things that we just need to get done, even if we don't really want to do them. So this is a very interesting conundrum in some ways, because our physical body may be tending to this, but our mind and our heart wants us to be tending to that. And we've had to put things on pause and put things on hold, put things on the back burner while we tend to the things that have to be done. It could be financial too, where we just have to do things to do with work or to earn a living when our heart is perhaps not really in it, but our bank account says you better go and earn some money so that you can pay those bills that are creeping up or accumulating. So it's another sort of energy where we have to get this done because we need to be able to survive. We need to be able to put food on the table. But we may want to be doing this other thing. So it's kind of a divide in some ways. And what I'd like to do with the singing bowl is bring our energy back into our bodies and almost draw this sort of fork energy back in. So we're not so much externalizing, going, I want to be here, but I have to be there. And these things feel like quite the divide, quite the split. So I want to bring that energy also back into our bodies. So it feels like it's ahead. So kind of drawing it back in and bringing ourselves back into a state of balance, really. Back into a state of balance mentally, especially probably mentally, emotionally, and physically. So where have you been feeling this push and pull? And how can you bring or gather that energy back? Like you're spreading out your arms and you're gathering this energy that you've been putting out there, that's been keeping you divided or out of balance, gathering it with your arms and bringing it back to your heart and back to your body. That is what I'm feeling quite strongly with this current energy. So if you're drawn to that, if that really speaks to you, then please focus on that too. But if there's something more pressing that you need, if you're going through a tough time and all you can do is get through your day, then that also is under this the energy of this card. One step at a time, one day at a time. If you're going through something quite difficult, then sometimes all you can do is just make it through your day. And that's good. That's an accomplishment to get through your day. So gently does it as we get through our day, no matter where we're at in our physical life. How can you just get through your day today and be okay with that? Focus on tomorrow. Focus on what's coming up next week. Today, now, this is all that exists. So focus on the now. And this is the energy too that's really strong at the moment. And it's likely that some of our day is doing things we don't really want to do. So how can we find peace with that? How can we be patient with that? How can we trust that what we're going through now is temporary and it's not going to be like this forever? So let's consolidate. Let's bring this energy back to our body, back to our heart, back to our breath, back to this moment, back to this day. And yeah, this feels good. So take a nice big breath, and I'm going to play the singing bowl. There's nothing you can do wrong. Just listen. Allow the sound of the bowl to ring through your body if your body responds to it. Or just take some big deep breaths and just settle into yourself. Settle into your body, your breath, this moment, this day, and what you've got to face today. So, nice big breath. So, breathing really is the key here. So, nice big breath. That brings you straight back into your body too. So, nice slow breath, and become more and more aware of your body as you gather and bring your energy back into your body. And find your inner peace, even if it's just for a moment. Your peace and your patience. Find your peaceful place inside you, in your breath, in your body, in the air that surrounds you. Your spine that supports you, your skin that contains you. Coursing of your blood throughout your body. That feeds you. Your feet that stabilize you and help you walk forward and stand tall. Your hips that direct you. Can you be at peace and find it peaceful in one step at a time, one day at a time? Okay, nice big breath. As you settle further and further into your body, into your skin, and into this moment. And if you just joined in, I was playing the singing bowl with this card in mind, which is card 93, one step at a time. It's in the action category, but it does remind us to take our time, to find our pace, to just get through our day. Don't get too far ahead. Try not to get wound up in assumptions or expectations of what might happen next week or what's coming up. But let's just focus on today as best as we can. That's where a lot of us are at. And that's all we can really do. What's the day going to be like? How do we feel today? What are we going to flow with today? What needs to be done today? That sort of thing. So thank you for joining me. I'm going to pull a healing energy card to go. Before I do, I want to thank you so much for joining me today. If you have enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button. Please show us some love. Please comment or share if you're inspired to. And if you would like to connect more privately, please send us a message through our website. If you'd love to learn more about me and the work I do here at Temple of Balance, please go over and visit my website at templeofbalance.com.au. You can find the link in the video description. Thank you so much. So let's grab a card to go. So I'm looking for the best card in regards to what might be good to think about or do for the next or approximately 24 hours as we move forward from here. So how can we carry that feeling of peace, hopefully, and patience into our next sort of day or so? So what do we need to do? What do we need to consider when we get back into our everyday life? Oops. I'm going to be so happy when my actual cards come. Because for now, I'm very grateful too that I'm shuffling 110 pieces of photo paper here as my templates. But these two decks are now at the printers, so we should see them very soon. But anyway, let's grab the best card for the majority of us moving forward from here. Is this card. Okay, so let's see how this fits in with what we've been doing. What is it? It's card 44, Heaven on Earth. It's in the depth category here. So taking us deeper into ourselves, deeper into our life experience. Down here it says balance. And that could be simply all this means for you. Maybe the most important thing for you right now, moving forward from here, is maintaining or finding, if you don't have it, finding and maintaining your balance on a day-to-day basis, based on how you feel today, what you've got going on today, what your mood is like today, what's happening around you today. Maybe balance is all that you need to think about simply moving forward. Are you in balance? Are you out of balance? What can you do to get back into balance? And how can you maintain it once you find it? Also, going further with this card, it says depth of meaning. So finding deep meaning to what you've got going on right now or what's going on in your life or to life itself. It says coming together. Bring the formless into form. Love. Access higher frequencies, living it, being it, and union. So heaven on earth, I think of this on a very vertical axis and bringing the higher vibrations, it could be ideas, inspiration, the formless, down into form in the physical world. It could also be connecting with our spiritual energy, and maybe that's something that maybe you've neglected in recent weeks. Is your spirituality, your connection to spirit, and however that looks for you. So maybe spending time over this next couple of days really focusing on your spirituality if you've got time, and bringing that down into your body. So heaven on earth, spirit with matter. It's about bringing the high frequencies into the body, into our life. And a lot of it is intention. Being aware that it exists for one, and then bringing it down, consciously bringing it down, drawing it down from those higher vibrations down into our body so we can work with it and use it and do something with it. So heaven on earth. In this illustration, we have two figures here united. Their connection above is strong, like tree branches stretching up into the sky. And their roots come down and around, down to the earth, so into the physical. But there is a cave here, like a cave entrance, a dark cave entrance, which is enticing. It's mysterious. It brings you or draws you into the depths of your life, the depths of our body, the depths of our experience, or also the depths of what we got happening right now that we might have a big question mark about. We might be thinking, why are we going through this? Why is this happening? Why? And, you know, those questions, if we ask the questions even in our own mind, the answer's already coming to us somehow if we're open and we really want an answer. So do you really want an answer to your whys? If so, this is that depth that calls you down, that cave that entices you into yourself to really find the answer. Why are you going through this right now? Why is this happening? And that quest for understanding, that quest for an answer, that quest for knowledge, deep knowledge, that's what comes in with this card as well. So how does this resonate with you and what you've got going on at the moment? And maybe simply, how can you find and maintain your balance moving forward as you get through today, and then tomorrow as you get through tomorrow, and focusing on each day as it comes and trying not to get too ahead of ourselves. And no news is good news is a good motto to have sometimes, especially if we're waiting on news or waiting on information. No news is good news. So let's not anticipate the worst, but just get through our day and do what needs to be done. So thank you so much for connecting with me today. I trust you've enjoyed this experience, and I might see you again another time. So thank you and have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.